God bless you, family. King Jesus bless you today. All right. I think the count is up to like 181 ballistic missiles fired from Iran onto Israel, raining down. Only one person killed, a Palestinian Muslim. Can you believe it? This type of protection is only by the hand of God. What has happened, right? The Lord doesn't slumber. He doesn't sleep. Israel, his people. The Lord is going to deal with Israel during the 70th week, during the tribulation. We are not there yet. We are in labor. We're not even in birth pains anymore. The baby's coming. The church is about to exit. The Antichrist is about to enter. Church age era is about to close. At first, when I saw this news popping off, how things happen gradually, then all of a sudden, and this framework has been getting laid for decades. At first I thought, devil, you're not going to rain on our parade right before our potential rapture day, right before Feast of Trumpets tomorrow, October 2nd, one day to go. But then I thought just as quickly, no, the devil's a dog on a leash. The Lord is sovereign. The Lord instructs and allows everything. And this is just the birth. We've been in those birth pains. So here we are. Another headline that I saw briefly today was talking about some man gets many years in prison for breeding like a big, massive goat. Made me think of Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter 24. As it was in the days of Noah, so it shall be before the Son of Man returns. In the time of Noah, you can read in Genesis 6, the fallen angels intermingling with women and messing with all creation, messing with their genes, creating abominations, Nephilim, giants. And I believe they were corrupting, even messing with the animals, because the Lord had to flood and destroy everything, except those proper animals that were loaded onto the ark that the Lord miraculously brought to even get up on the ark. But anyways, we see these headlines. Man, we are living in biblical times. I see this, and all of it is happening at once, right before Feast of Trumpets. If there was ever a moment, a day, a time, a moedim for us to be caught away, raptured, us who believe on Jesus, I sense in my spirit, tomorrow looks great. The next couple of days, beginning tomorrow, Feast of Trumpets. Here we go. Guys, I also wanted to comment, we know from 2 Thessalonians 2 that the Lord will, and in context after 1 Thessalonians letter from Paul, 2 Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians 4, talking about the catching away, the rapture at the last trump, which they do during Feast of Trumpets. They hold that last one. In 2 Thessalonians 2, talking about after that the Lord will send strong delusion so that they will believe the lie, because they received not love of the truth and they had pleasure in unrighteousness. Therefore they will be deceived. Now, my hunch will be, and the skies currently, it's getting cloudy, but I haven't seen a lot of chemtrail sprayers. I just have a suspicion that if our catching away, we pray, be tomorrow or the next day after that, we could see a lot of blatant chemtrail spraying. And plus what's going on with Iran and Israel at this leg of it, you could almost imagine hearing from like the U.S. government via your cell phone or TV or whatever, that due to the heightened situation in the Middle East, they're going to say, we have to spray this stuff that will help, protect us from an EMP, electromagnetic pulse, or from enemy surveillance or technologies, or some kind of excuse to start blatantly spraying. So when we see it, and we see it blatant, where we're like, okay, they've been spraying for a few years, but now it's like heavy, they're doing like grids and tic-tac-toe and everything, they might use that opportunity to say, it's for your own good, it's for your protection. And they could be super saturating the skies to do that 2 Thessalonians 2 deception, so that they will believe the lie. The lie about what? The church is going to be raptured. We pray tomorrow or the next day. There needs to be a narrative. There needs to be a lie. There needs to be an untrue story. The last 100 years, the aliens, quote unquote, push of that they're real, that there's something out there mysterious. Could they super saturate the skies and do like a plasma TV screen with those heavy metal particulates, which they admit they spray, and that it is used to reflect sunlight so it doesn't get too hot on here because of climate crisis? Could they do that to supersaturate the sky to make it like a plasma TV for their Project Bluebeam or other type of tech, or tech we don't even know about that's far advanced, that can make things exceedingly real? Deception talks about that Antichrist too, with all deceivableness and wonders and miracles and wonders, doing just stuff that seems awe-inspiring, like this is amazing. So anyways, I'm going to be looking for that, especially in light of what's happening with the Middle East, tensions rising. Also, at that last Trump, in the twinkling of an eye, a nuclear rapture, many people have dreamt about and sensed. I have sensed that. I think it'll be a Red Sea type moment. I think it will culminate in Feast of Trumpets in the next couple of days. This is my shot. This is my guess. Right? We don't know anything definitively, but me thinking out loud about this matter would be also in that twinkling of an eye. Could it be something nuclear? Could we also very soon get some kind of alerts on our cell phone devices going off? You know, if our government would even tell us at all about destruction coming. But if it could happen, that we might get those things saying incoming, you know, from Iran, from Russia, from North Korea, from China, right? Because all those countries are going to support Iran. And we've got NATO, we've got UK, we'll get down with America. Who else? And Israel, we'll get down with, you know, the US, UK will support Israel and vice versa, and the UN, NATO will support the West, as we are a part of NATO. Could we get that alert? And then at that point, whether it's say 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, who knows, probably little time. You know, if we get something like that, I'm going to be excited. I'm going to be like, this is our Red Sea moment. And I expected more tomorrow than today, because I do think Feast of Trumpets is going to be exceedingly high probability for the rapture. But I anticipate that could happen. So if I see that or hear that, I also know they could try to do some kind of fake rapture thing too, and make people get fretful and be like, what the heck? And if you're a believer and you don't get raptured, I wonder if they could throw one of those things right before the real rapture, even day of, or perhaps a day before today. We got to be ready. We have to be, you know, just with our discernment on exceedingly strong. But these are some thoughts. So about the chemtrail spraying to saturate for a deceptive narrative to come up on what happened to all these people. If we get alerts on some nuclear bombs incoming, that could be indicative of, in that twinkling of an eye, just when it seems like destruction, like, oh nuts, we're going to actually die before we get raptured. No, King Jesus will come get us. And let's also keep in mind that that audible, you know, like that little curveball of they could try to deceive the elect if it were possible. We can be deceived, unfortunately. Would they try to discourage us? So if you know you're born again and you see something that seems like the rapture and you're still here, it was deception. If you know you're born again, you're getting raptured, you will be taken. So just remember that there could be deceiving things happening right before the true catching away. I hope not, and I'm not entirely sure about that, but I do want to prep you guys with just thinking outside of the box, as it's deception in these last days. Matthew 24, Jesus' first words out of his mouth on signs of the end: see that you are not deceived. So I just say this as caution. Be aware, be alert, have your radar up. So the Lord is going to protect Israel. He is going to deal with them through the tribulation. Let's continue to pray for Israel for peace and safety, and for many to come to conversion before the rapture, right? Otherwise, it's going to be some converted during the tribulation, but they're going to see some things that are freaky. All right, guys, this is what I have at this point. I'll probably do another video later today. I wanted to get this out in light of the rapid fire firework finale of news that has been just flying the last couple hours. All right, we got to keep focused though during this this next timetable of a day or so. So let's definitely keep our fingers on the pulse of this news, but we're gonna stay excited. I mean, my video would have been a little different today if I didn't hear all this news. Like, I've been very excited thinking about tomorrow and the next day and Feast of Trumpets beginning, and I still am, but now I got more things to put on the scales and consider and pray about, and we'll do that to the very end. So guys, please hit the thumbs up on this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will speak with you again, God willing, shortly. God bless you.